Brandon Aiyuk, he's interesting. I think some people are starting to be like, I'm not that into Brandon Aiyuk. And some people are like, wait a second, he's really good. And I think I'd be in the second camp. Now, you ever heard of a Rorschach test, the ink blot test, where you look at something and it's just a blotches of ink, and what you see reveals your inner biases? I think that touchdown, that interception, the second one right before halftime, that was an ink blot test, an ink blot test. That was a Rorschach test. If you saw that interception and blamed Aiyuk, you're a huge Jimmy Garoppolo fan. A lot of people were like, Aiyuk needs to fight for that. Okay, and maybe he should have. If you feel that way, you are an unabashed Jimmy Garoppolo fan. And then other people were like, well, he was double covered. There were two guys boxing him out. There's only so much he could do. Just the fact that he was double covered mean that pass should have never gone to him. That was a horrendous decision. And probably people who say that are Jimmy Garoppolo haters. I would probably agree with the second one. I mean, the guy's double covered. What do you want him to do? How do you go to the sideline and be like, hey, Brandon, you got to fight for that? Brandon be like, you got to not throw into double coverage, bro. That's not my fault. I didn't wave my arm around and say, everyone cover me. And the fact that I'm double covered means someone else is open. So I can put that one on Jimmy. But Aiyuk, 115 receiving yards. He's good after the catch. He's good on the gadget stuff. He's not as fearless as Deebo Samuel. He protects himself a little bit more. Maybe that's a good thing. Deebo's hurt all the time. You know Deebo's style of play is not sustainable. Let's be clear. Let's be honest with ourselves. Deebo's one of the most fun players to watch in the NFL, but he can't keep playing like that. And once he gets the big contract, he probably won't keep playing like that. That's life. I wouldn't keep playing like that if I were him, if I got paid. That's dangerous and painful. And it'll shorten your career and cost you money. Aiyuk seems like his style is more sustainable. 115 yards in his seventh game, something like his seventh game as a rookie. That's nice. Big yards after the catch. And who's to say he wouldn't have bigger numbers right now if he had a quarterback who could consistently throw the ball past the line of scrimmage? A quarterback who mastered the forward pass. Because right now the Niners are kind of a sideways pass and backwards pass offense, which is fine. They're winning games that way. But how good is Brandon Aiyuk really going to look with a quarterback like this? It suits Deebo. We don't really know what kind of wide receiver Deebo Samuel is, what kind of route runner, what kind of hands he has. He dropped a lot of passes last year, but on this offense, it doesn't matter. He's a running back, basically. He's a glorified running back on this offense with good hands. Works. If Brandon Aiyuk was on the Seahawks or the Patriots, not the Patriots, or the Bucks with Tom Brady, or the Steelers with Ben Roethlisberger, there's a chance he'd be the rookie of the year. Hell of an athlete. But again, he's not getting enough opportunities because he's playing in the dinkiest of the dinky-dunk offenses in the league. So I don't see how you really evaluate the guy. He's an ink block test right now. He's a Rorschach test. So if someone comes up to you and is like, hey, this Brandon Aiyuk guy is really blowing it, right? Be like, I know about you. I know about you. You're a Garoppaholic, aren't you? You're a Garoppaholic. Look, the first step of overcoming Garoppaholism is admitting you're a Garoppaholic. And again, if you're 25 or younger, I get it. You missed the Steve Young era. You have never lived through elite quarterback play on your favorite team, and you feel like Jimmy gives you the best chance to see that in your lifetime. I empathize, but he ain't it. I'm sorry.